Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming. So I thought in this video I'll look at some interesting upcoming games in 2021 on PC, Steam most likely. And because a lot of us were so focused on Cyberpunk 2077 that we did not really pay attention to what else was coming out in 21, etc. But there are quite a few interesting games. I've picked a few games here. You can go through them, and if they look interesting, wishlist them, and maybe we'll check it out when they release, hopefully in 21. Of course, they may get delayed further because of the situation in the world, but we'll see. So I have quite a few games here. Let's start. First up, we have Hood, Outlaws, and Legends. So this is a medieval setting where you are playing against the environment and other players in sort of heist missions. So to me, it sounds more like your Payday 2 style of game, but with a medieval setting. This is expected to come out on the 10th of May 21. It is on pre-order right now on Steam, $11.99 in India, $30, £27, 30 euros. It's published by Focus Home Interactive. It looks decent from what I can see, but again, it's a multiplayer game that is not free to play. So it's hard to see many multiplayer games being successful that are paid games. It might be good, we'll see, but I would like to see what the player base is after a couple of months of release before getting something like this. Next is a New World. So this is your MMORPG from Amazon. Now the last Amazon game did not do well, Crucible. It wasn't an MMO. This one is. I've seen some gameplay. It looks alright. The graphics don't look as good as they do in the pictures here, if I'm honest. But it seems to have an interesting idea. Again, it's got, I won't say medieval, but I could say more late 1800s type of feel to it. New world, so basically, yeah, colonizing and stuff, I suppose. We don't have much information when it's coming out. All we know is spring 21. We do have the price though, pre-purchase, $1,500, $40, £35, 40 euros. Again, being an online only game, we'll have to see how the player base is after release. Then we have Near Replicant. So we do have plenty of information. We have trailers, we have release dates, we have pre-order price. This is a remake of the old Near game from the PlayStation 3 era. The visuals look like very similar to the Near Automata game. So I'm not sure if there is an update here. Yeah, it looks very similar. Combat looks similar, I guess. So yeah, if you like that game, you should definitely like this one as well. There's also a mobile only game called Near Reincarnation that is coming out alongside this. I believe that game is designed specifically for mobile. So I'm actually more interested in that one. So we'll see when that comes out. This is 3,000 rupees in India, $60, £50, 60 euros. So full $60 game is expected to come out on the 23rd of April. Then we have Game Deck. So this is your CRPG, kind of like Divinity Original Sin, maybe more like Disco Elysium. And if you read the description here, you are a game detective who solves crimes inside virtual worlds. Just sounds very interesting and looks decent as well. It's got a cyberpunk theme. Yeah, I feel like the comparison with Disco Elysium is quite accurate. We'll see when it comes out. Again, 2021 release date. We don't have any other information. So yeah, we'll see when it comes out. Then we have Hollow Knight Silksong, so the sequel to Hollow Knight. Really good game, one of the best recent games, 2D Metroidvania. And yeah, I can't wait to get into this because I played quite a bit of the first one, really liked it. And yeah, I'll get it whenever this comes out. We don't have much information, so I'm not even sure if this is a 21 release, maybe getting delayed further, but I can wait for this. Then we have GRAVEN. So this is sort of your old school boomer shooter again. Not exactly a shooter from what I can tell, but it is made in the older style graphics engine. It looks decent. It should run well if it's made on an old engine. And yeah, 2021 release date. I've seen some behind the scenes stuff from like dev blogs and things. I believe it's coming out fairly soon, like May or something. So another remake of an old game. This is Sin Reloaded. So old game with updated modern graphics. So it's kind of like well, Iron Fury was a new game, but you see the comparison shots here. It's still got the old style, but a lot of improvements to the visuals. It's got widescreen support, obviously. Just looks more detailed, the environment, more polygons, etc. I guess. And this is coming out 21. I guess we don't have much more. Yeah, it should come out sometime in 20. Next is Metal Hellsinger. So basically, this looks like Doom mixed with bullets per minute. This is a rhythm FPS, so you have to shoot in sync with the beats, and it's got like a hellish demon type of thing. So yeah, Doom mixed with bullets per minute. You can see the gameplay here. I think I can't describe this any better. And looks awesome. I'll definitely be picking this up. Next is Rogue Lords. So your turn-based 2D Darkest Dungeon style of game by the looks of it. Art style looks really good. You are, I think, playing the devil and creating a army of other evil geniuses. Yeah, looks good. 2021 release date. We don't have much else as far as information. But yeah, if you like these style of games, keep an eye on this one. Next is Chorus. So this is your space combat sim type of game. Now, I'm not usually a fan of these games, but I've seen some gameplay trailers, dev blogs, behind the scenes stuff again, and this looks decent. What I'm not 100% sure of is if this is coming to Steam first or if this is going to be exclusive to Epic, because it is published by Deep Silver, and if you know, they are the same people who published Metro Exodus. So this could go to Epic first and then come to Steam, or it could release at the same time. Now, from what I remember, we are expecting an April or May release for this one. But again, nothing is confirmed here, so it could get delayed or something. Then we have Bright Memory Infinite. So a few years ago, we had a single Chinese developer make a game called Bright Memory, and he was planning to make multiple episodes. It was an early access, but the first part that he released became so successful that I think Nvidia got involved, other bigger publishers got involved, and they decided to make a fresh game. So the original Bright Memory is still available on Steam on sale. You can play that. It's only about like 30 to 45 minutes, but it was so much fun and so good that yeah, we are getting a proper full game out of this. I don't know if this is coming out in 21. I've heard people say that it's coming out in March of this year, but yeah, it's to be announced at the moment, so hard to say. But yeah, definitely I'm going to check this out when it's out. Then we have King of Seas, so a single player pirate adventure. Looks really good. It's got that Sea of Thieves sort of art style. I mean, in like the isometric view, I guess. And yeah, looks quite nice. And it's coming out very soon, from what I understand. I believe January, late into January, we should be getting this, or maybe February. Yeah, they don't have pricing or anything, but yeah, I've definitely heard of this getting a January release. Then we have Steerising. Very little information on this game besides the fact that it is developed by Spiders, people behind the Greedfall game. I like that game quite a lot, so I'll be looking into this. This looks like a similar RPG. It says here Souls-like, so I'm guessing combat will be a focus here. It's set during the French Revolution, but in a sort of alternate world where King Louis XVI has an automata army and you have to overthrow them, join the revolution. So should be interesting. Next is Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. So the people behind the Vermintide games, Fat Shark, are making this one. And I've seen gameplay, and this looks exactly like Vermintide, which is excellent because I love those games. fast-paced hack and slash. You have 4 players in co-op playing against hordes and hordes of enemies. I think everybody has a melee weapon and a ranged weapon, so similar to Vermintide. And yeah, looks good, and I expect it to be good because yeah, if it's anything like the Vermintide games, it should play very similarly because those games focus a lot on movement and fast action. Just the difference being this is in the 40K setting, whereas Vermintide is in your end times. 2021 release date, I believe this is again March or April from what I've heard. And then finally we have a couple of pixel art indie games, RPGs. First we have Ocean's Heart. Yeah, typical, fight monsters, go into dungeons and stuff. Looks really nice. I like games like Graveyard Keeper, Stardew Valley, so wanted to see if there are more games coming out. And then finally we have Sunhaven. Yep, same thing again. This one actually looks even nicer to me. It's also got farming elements here, so yeah, should be fun. And this has a release date of 28th of May, although they don't have a price for it yet, but I can't imagine it being too expensive for this style of game. So yeah, that's a quick look at some games that are expected to come out in 21. Of course, there are delays due to a lot of issues, so some of them may not come out. But yeah, if you have any more interesting games that you are looking forward to, do let me know as well. And if any of these looked interesting, maybe wishlist them, and once they come out, we can check them out together. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.